Yo, so the last time that I was sitting in this car talking to you guys was when I was quitting my job at the Hyundai as a car salesman so that we could move to China. But now I'm sitting in the car talking to y'all because I got a new job. So after car sales, I said I am never working sales ever again. So my new job is sales. Yes, I know. So not all sales jobs are the same. It turns out the biggest thing I hated about car sales is calling people. You're always on the phone calling people that don't want to be talked to constantly. So with this new job, I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement, which means I can't tell people about the specifics of the job, the inner workings of the job. It's company secrets. But what I can tell you is I don't have to call anybody. I'm so excited for that. The main thing with this job is it's a food company, and so I have to travel a lot for this job. And so I have to drive all around Dallas, maybe north and southern and eastern Texas a lot. I have to physically go to these stores and talk to people. They're already our customers, a lot of them. They're already our customers. I'm just either selling them more product or helping them buy more of whatever they're already interested in. So I have a salary position and also I can make commission as well. It's like the cherry on top. And another great thing is I love to drive. I like to listen to my music and my podcasts. Driving is so much fun to me. And this job is also paying mileage. So the farther I drive, the more I get paid. Something else that's really cool with this job, well, it's a good thing and a bad thing. So I'm really excited because I get to travel the US. So I've got to take flights to other states like South Carolina and stuff on the East Coast to talk to customers over there. And I'll be traveling probably twice a month, like on a plane going out. And then I have to stay in hotels because when I travel I might have to stay there for 3 or 4 days. Sometimes I'll fly out, maybe to the next state or 2 states over and then rent a car and drive back here. And while I'm driving back, stop at all these other places to talk to customers, people that are already our customers. As I'm traveling, I'll bring a camera so you guys can come with me. It'll be fun. I'll get to see states I've never been to. Like I've never been to South Carolina or Virginia. I've never been East Coast. All the eastern states I haven't been to. The farthest east I've gone is like Kentucky and Tennessee, Florida, Alabama. I'm really excited to drive places though. I want to see if they'll let me drive instead of flying. If it's only a couple states over, one, I'll get paid mileage, save money on a flight. And 2, I could bring my electric unicycle. That'd be so cool. Find like a really dope forest trail or something, because there's beautiful forests on the southeast coast. North and South Carolina, Virginia, they've got beautiful forests and mountains. So if I could find a trail through some mountains whenever I've got time, like after work, before I go back to the hotel, I could just ride my EUC through the mountains. Oh, that'll be awesome. I hope this job is as cool as it sounds. And I can bring my fishing pole so I can ride my electric unicycle through the forest, find a cool pond or a lake, and just be fishing. Oh, you guys will see. It'll be awesome. Hopefully I've got enough free time, when I'm done working. That's the positives about my traveling. The negatives are that, man, I'll be gone from Tina and the kids for 6 to 8 days a month. And so Tina's gonna have both of the kids, but Ison has started school, and maybe we'll find a daycare for Ivy to go to just 2 days out of the week, because that wouldn't be too bad. Just 2 days a week. She can go play with friends and new toys and stuff. I told you not to drink these. C4. Don't drink these. They're really bad for you, but they make you feel like a superhero. Oh. So I've got training coming up in 3 days. So in 3 days, I've got to fly from here all the way to Maryland, which is the mid to northeast coast. I'll be there for a week, 4 or 5 days actually. And so Tina will have both the kids, and then I'll come back here for maybe 2 days. Then I have to fly to New Orleans, Louisiana, and then South Carolina after that. So the end of this month and almost all of next month, I will be traveling like crazy. I don't think I'll be traveling that much once I'm actually working, but this training is going to be intense. So I'm doing sales again, but it's nice because I also get paid yearly. I get a yearly salary, on top of my commissions. So there's a safety net, because you can make a lot of money in sales. But it's usually the hardest work, the most time-consuming work. You're never home. And the people above you, like management, they're always, they're at your throat. At your throat means they're like this. Telling you to make more sales or make more phone calls, micromanaging you, and I hate that so much. What's cool, this job, there's no office headquarters or anything in Texas, so I don't need to go to an office at all. I just work from, with my phone, and then I go out and see people. So a little over 2 years ago, after I quit my job as a car salesman, I really thought hard about like what jobs can I get? I mean, there's a ton of jobs out there. Like, there's a job for almost everything you can think of. The hardest thing is, well, two things. One is finding the job. You got to find the job. Like, who's the company? Where do I go apply? It's probably not online. A lot of jobs that are fun and unique that you don't think of, they're not online. You have to know someone to get into them. Knowing people is so important to get those like very special, unique jobs that pay well. But then the second hardest thing about finding a job is most jobs nowadays require experience, years of experience. This is hilarious. There's an app in America that everyone uses called Indeed.com. On Indeed.com, you can create a profile with your skills or past work experiences, and then it'll like find jobs for you. All of mine is just sales recommendations, like, oh, here's another sales position. And so I would type in the search bar like entry-level jobs, and all of them, all these entry-level jobs require 2 to 5 years experience. It's so hard to find an entry-level job anymore. Even if you have your degree, you can have your degree and you're going to the, career path that your degree helps you with. It'll still be hard to find a job. You either have to take an unpaid internship, where you're not getting paid, but you're learning, on the job stuff, which means you need to be living with family and have all your expenses paid for because you're not going to make any money. And then you need to do that for like maybe 6 months to a year. So then you can say, I have a year's experience in this, area. Maybe you'll get hired by another company. But even then, most companies are asking, work just texted me. But even then, most jobs are still asking for 2 or 3 or more years of experience. So that's just really hard to find a good job right now. So if you're looking for a job or you're wondering what kind of job you'll work in the future, there's jobs all over the place. The best jobs that I've found to make a lot of money is commission jobs, which means sales. You're not gonna... These positions, you can make a ton of money, but you are not important to the company. You're just another person that's gonna be here for a year or more and then you're out. So they're not going to invest in you very much. You have to work hard. You have to motivate yourself, and you can make a ton of money in sales. But you're not respected. You're just not respected. People already don't like salesmen, and then your managers are just usually incredibly mean, just like my car sales roles. However, working at Hyundai was so much better than Toyota. Like, they at least respect you a little bit. Also because the managers there are just super cool. That's not easy to find. Cool managers at a sales position. Ugh. And then there's some jobs that look like they would be super easy to do and fun, but they require like a unique set of skills. Like Tina's job, for instance. Like, you might think that, oh, she just records stuff and then we watch it. It's like, that's not it. Like, the recording part's is the easy fun part. But it's the shortest part. Recording a video is so fast and easy. Then Tina sits down for hours and hours. She'll sit for 6 hours a day, like just editing out a video, and she works really hard. And she's done that for almost 6 years now, guys. Some of you guys have watched us for 6 years, and you've seen how Tina's video quality has just gone up and up and up, and she's adding more effects and things. And then there's a lot of other jobs just like that, where it requires you to have a certain passion and a certain skill. And then there's like a third type of job, which are the jobs that I always worked. They're the safe and easy jobs. You probably just get paid hourly. In America right now, like, there'd be like a $15 to $20 an hour job. Nothing's really expected of you except for just do the bare minimum. Like, this is what's required of you. You do it. You go home and sleep. And maybe you go the next day. I like those jobs because you're probably not going to get fired. Nothing crazy goes on. There's not a lot of drama. There's not a lot of pressure on you. You know how much you're making every month. It's not going to go up. It's not going to go down unless you work overtime or you call in sick. So if you're someone that just wants to know how much you're going to make every month, that way you can budget accordingly. You know how much you can spend, how much you need to save, because you get paid the same every month. But to be honest, if you're someone that is comfortable being okay and you think you'll be comfortable being okay for the rest of your life, that's fine. Do that. But I feel like the pressure of society is so strong that you will not be comfortable just making an okay amount. You're going to feel that societal pressure on you to do more, to be more. Oh, you want to buy this new fancy car. You want to go take these vacations because you're seeing it online, people traveling all the time. And that's okay. Societal pressure is good because you're not supposed to just stay where you're at all the time. You're supposed to be constantly progressing, whether it's something you think about all the time or it's something that just happens. It is usually just something that happens. You start going to school, then you go to college, and then you find a job afterwards. It usually just happens. You're thinking about it a lot, but it was going to happen anyway. But then once you're in a job, you can just start thinking on the side. Keep doing your job, but just be thinking, what's the next step? Like, what's the next level? What's the next move? For us, it was moving out of Missouri and coming to Texas because there's a lot more opportunity here. So maybe just put yourself in an area where there is more opportunity, whether it's physically moving away from wherever you're living right now, or it's just meeting new people. Find a hobby or something where you're meeting a lot of people, but you got to always be thinking about, oh, what's the next step? And then, of course, there's the positions where the job is easy to get, but it is hard and it asks a lot of you and you make very little money. In positions like that, it's time to make a change. You've got to move to something else. There's no reason for you to be working so hard and you feel undervalued and you're making very little money. No. You could be working that hard in a different job making more money. When you do feel really lucky that you got this first job and they've got you working so hard, but you don't want to quit because you're afraid maybe I won't get hired anywhere else, or I've already been here for a year or 2 years or more and I'm just scared to do something new. What if I don't make enough money or something? It's time to move on. That is a sign that it's time to quit and find something else where you feel either appreciated or you feel like you're doing a good job and you're happy with yourself after work. Going to China was an awesome break of like the busy work life, like working every day, going to a job that you're, either like or don't like, whatever. Because I've been working since I was 16, 14 years old. Even when I was a kid, I did little jobs here and there. But I've just been working. This was the longest period of time that I've gone without working. It was super weird. And I was worried that I was going to get bored and me and Tina were going to fight a bunch and stuff, but we didn't, actually. It was amazing to see how much we grew together just because I'm with my family all the time. It was awesome. And so now that we're back in America and I do need to find a job, and with this new job that I found, it sounds like I'll be able to be home with my family a lot, but I'll also get out and travel, which will be fun for me as well. So it doesn't feel like I'm in an office every day, like just stressing out over sales and stuff. I get to just travel around and talk to people, and that's what I love to do anyway. So I start this job in 3 days. I'm really grateful for all the support, guys. You guys are awesome. Most of you have been with us from the beginning. You saw when we were incredibly poor. And we were still happy. We went out and had fun. We recorded the videos so you guys got to see a lot of Ison growing up, and now you get to see Ivy. There's a guy riding a 2-wheeled Segway. He needs to get an electric unicycle. Poor guy, it's going too slow. A lot of you guys just started watching us whenever we got to China, so welcome to the family, everybody. So again, thanks for all the support, guys. Excited to see what's in store for us this year. Catch you later.